We're starting off our morning trying to troubleshoot our sawmill. We actually spoke with Wood-Mizer, or Jesse did, on the phone earlier. They kind of help us understand why we might be having fat beams in the middle. Not going to bore you with the details, but basically we're trying to make sure that everything's tightened up and level-ish, and just one little thing being off can cause a lot of problems. Well, we've been tweaking this for the past hour or so. We found a lot of inconsistencies in the bed rails, like a 1/16 of an inch, so we can totally see how it's possible to have a fat spot in our beam. So we think we're good. We're gonna go ahead and place the beam back on there, and then we're gonna run it through and see if we can knock the high spot off in the middle. We did a test cut and we did some more measuring, and our hunch was correct that there are two, what do you even call these things?
Cross members.
Cross members. There are two cross members defined by the arrow that are actually physically higher than all the others. So what it's doing is it's causing our beam to rock.
This is our hypothesis.
This is our hypothesis.
Because what we did was we used this rim joist, which is extremely flat, and we set it on the mill, and it does this. It rocks on this cross member and this
that
cross
one.
member. And it rocks exactly the same, which explains why when we move the cant down here and mill it, or we move the cant down here and mill it, we get the same net effect if it goes rockety-rockety. We're gonna try and move this cross member and this whole bed section to the end of the mill. That way it's
this will be
no
the
longer
last
a factor.
Yep.
And then we'll have to move that bed section down here. And then we're gonna take this bed section, turn it around and stick it at the end to negate that. And then we're gonna check it all again and see if we can get to the bottom of this. If you look at the rim joist on the cant, it's exactly the opposite of the problem. It's skinny on the ends and it's nice and flat in the middle.
Yep.
So we've got to get to the bottom of this because we've got a timber frame to cut. It just sucks that we're running into this right now. So Wood-Mizer is helping us. We've been on the phone with them almost all day, giving us lots of suggestions. We'll just keep working through it until we find the solution. Set your end down there.
Good. Well, we were pretty confident that today was post-installation day, but my confidence is waning by the hour. Okay, more hardware. It's a pretty small hardware bucket, but it's what I got.
Yeah. There's one hiding in there.
Oh, yeah. Here you go. You ready to lift Aroni?
Almost.
Jesse,
What?
we're officially gonna get nothing done today. You know why?
Let me guess. Deliveries.
Our warm board is about 10 minutes out.
What?
15, 20
We're
minutes
not
out.
ready.
So yeah, that's happening.
Okay, that's exciting though.
It is exciting.
We're just not quite ready.
Do I need to go make room for the warm board in the house?
I think there's plenty of room.
Okay. There she is. Kind of exciting. Seemed like enough.
so far? Good.
Seems small, doesn't it?
Very.
Says it's only like 130 pounds.
So this isn't the panels. This must be like the something or other kit or something.
Apparently it's just our installation kit.
Well, apparently that's way more drama than it was worth.
I thought the installation kit was coming within like 2 days.
False alarm. I don't know. Well, here's hoping we got all the shipments sorted out, so.
I'd say there's no need to film this. This isn't that exciting. False alarm.
Gosh.
We'll film the actual arrival of our worm board.
Apparently we'll film the actual arrival.
What did we get?
It says install kit. Tubing and manifolds. I don't know what's in here. It sounds like a bunch of hardware. I don't think I want to open it.
I wouldn't open it, no.
This, I think, is cute.
Totally.
Whoever's birthday is next.
Oh crap, it's mine.
Caution, do not stack.
But my birthday's not for a long time, so.
Yeah, but I just had mine, so
Yeah,
yours
you
is
did.
next. So, I think this is
Dang
cute.
it. Bugaboo just had his too. Mine is next.
So this is a manifold.
Wow.
And I don't care who you are, these are always sexy. They kind of look like futuristic. I think that's what everybody likes them. They look like...
Ooh, wow. Nice.
Wow.
That's pretty exciting.
Loudy. Look at all them zones. So this looks oddly similar to the one that we have.
It does.
I mean, it's a little more sophisticated, I think, just a hair, but it's really similar. All right.
And this must be all of our tubing.
Yeah,
Which-
it's orange PEX.
It's orange?
This is actually a special PEX. I think it's called Pexol PEX, which means it has, I think, don't hold me to that, but it has aluminum in it. And so what happens is when you bend the tubing, it stays.
Ah, that's kind of cool.
Unlike, whoop,
Yep.
like spaghetti noodle PEX. Don't hold me to that. I think that's what's in here.
So we gotta
That's
get
what
this
showed up today.
unloaded. Do you want to put this in the house?
Yeah, let's maybe put the pallet in there and we'll put it back up on the pallet. Here, you want to take this one?
Whoa, Nelly.
More daisies. This is one of the reasons that I'm really glad we chose Worm Board, because with the garage slab, we had to like source all of our own stuff.
Yep.
And it's kind of scary.
Well, it kind of goes back to the solar thing that if you're like using this from this company, that from this company, where Wormboard provides it all.
Yeah, well, like we bought the manifold. We bought everything from the same person, but it's more like subjective as to what they like.
Yep.
Is their manifold quality, is their tubing quality? Kind of freaked me out, you know, some of their products. They had one of these with a wider thing and make a pretty good sun hat.
Yep. Pretty light. I think I got the small one.
You'd think that the amount of tubing in our house would just be insane, and it's not really. Nice.
Hey, a bird already sharded on our beam.
Oh no.
Look at that.
There was a
That's a
bird
good
shot on
one.
Something else. Oh, it was on the steel beam.
I think that was a full bowel elimination.
A couple of beetles. You know what I like about Wormboard? I'm gonna admit something here, which has kind of already been brutally obvious, so kind of don't need to say it, but as owner builders, we kind of like the Apple methodology versus
Plug and
the
play.
PC methodology, where, like, I'm not saying that Wormboard doesn't have the latest technology. I'm just saying that instead of having to, like, I don't know, custom build everything, mine's a 64 gigabit this, man, it's the fastest, I don't care. I don't care at all. I just want it to work and make the warm floor. And I love, like, this is Wormboard, this is Wormboard, that's Wormboard. Like, it all makes
Well, and
sense.
it kind of goes to if we have a problem, we call
Call him.
we
We don't call
one
him
company.
Joe's Radiant Supply. Hey, Joe, my returns aren't working. Which color manifold do you have? Blue. We don't support blue manifolds. You know? So I'm really excited that we're working with a company that understands everything end to end, not just like, I don't know, a la carte. Because I just don't want to have to reboot my floor.
All right, so we got word that our panels will arrive Wednesday, which is 2 days from now. We're not quite ready to install this. We still have to build the subfloor or put the I-joists up.
Oh yeah, we still got a lot to go.
It'll probably go quick. I think it is conceivable.
They're coming Wednesday?
Yeah.
I wonder if we could have the floor up by then.
I think it's conceivable that they can go straight onto the I-joist.
Possible. There's still a chance.
And we're still trying to get this whole shebang done by October 1st. Spared you guys all the details, but we got our bed switched around. She's level, and our rim board is not rocking. Yay!
At all.
It's
Look how tight this is.
tight, tight, tight.
Look at that.
Wow.
You can't even put a piece of paper in there.
So now we're gonna put our camp back up.
Yep.
And hopefully we'll have smooth sailing.
Look
It's
at
not
this.
too late to get our posts in.
No, but look at this. We took the time also to level this entire sawmill. So now, when we get, hopefully if everything works out, we bring these logs up here, we can use the laser to shoot lines on the logs where we couldn't do that before because the sawmill was tilted. So that was a big part of what we just did. But we kind of did it as we went. So I guess it needed to be done one way or the other, and I'm glad we did it. So now our sawmill is...
It's an investment in our milling weeks.
It's an investment, yeah, in the next
I was gonna
3
say
weeks.
milling month, but I don't know that we're gonna have a month. Don't worry, my pretties. You will be safe here. These should not be here.
Needs to go that way because of my fingers. There you go, right there.
Here goes nothing. Makes me happy that a lot came off in the middle.
There's
Look at
the
that.
belly.
Wow. Take that, you pop belly. Look at that veneer. Do your
There's the
best,
belly.
your best dance move.
My best one?
Your best.
I don't have a
You
good
can't
one.
be the awkward white guy dancer.
I can't be?
No.
That's safe, right?
Last cut. This will see if we've officially fixed our problem. I think we did it.
Holy crap.
That's insane.
I'm a fat beam and I need to be trimmed down.
Watch my face, please.
I need to be put on a diet. I pulled veneer in a sawmill for 2 years. I'll make a wager.
Okay.
I better be conservative because it's been about 10 years.
Don't offend all
I'll
the like.
bet I can throw this veneer right between all those boards
Really?
perfectly.
Hold on, let me move. Okay.
Let's try it. Close.
That's pretty good.
I did that crap for a living. I have to share that this pile is all of the leftover wood from milling the 2 cants that we worked on that will produce the 3 posts for our garage. We milled all of this except for maybe one board, I think, is all 1.5 inch thickness. And I thought it was worth sharing because part of the reason that we chose these particular logs is they're extremely clear. I've hidden some of the better boards. Whoa! Watch out. Don't try to film and move boards at the same time. But look at this wood. Isn't this amazing? Look at the color. I'm not sure it's gonna happen this way or not, but I know Alyssa and I've talked about having some butcher block elements in the house, like maybe our kitchen countertops, stuff like that. This wood would be perfect for that. It has very tight or no knots at all. I'm hoping to kind of trim this stuff down, get rid of some of the wane and things, and then I don't know where, but sticker this stuff for future projects. I just had to share because it's just incredible to me how, actually I'll make a comment because we've had a couple people ask, what's the cost difference between buying a 6x6 or an 8x8, excuse me, and making one? And I don't know the answer to that. But in producing those 8x8s were left over with all of this clear lumber that is superb for making beautiful finished woodwork. Factor that into the conversation, and I'm sure that with the sawmill, given all the time and things, I feel like we're still coming out well ahead, even if we had purchased those 8x8s. Something our Wood-Mizer folks encouraged us to do is lots of compressed air. Try to keep these surfaces from building up sawdust. Sawdust, of course, collects dirt, makes things hotter than they should have to be when you're running, stuff like that. One thing I like about the Wood-Mizer is that the engine is clear up here, well out of the sawdust and all that stuff. So the engine really doesn't seem to pick up that much debris. So we're hoping this evening to get this big guy planed down and cut to length for the 2 posts. And then we've got to cut this guy to length too. I'm sure Alyssa showed you yesterday the finish on this with the planer. Just stunningly smooth. And then, of course, we've got this, which is a rough sawn timber. So our goal is to get this finish down to something along those lines. What you working on?
Trying to brush up, trying to reach in the depths of my mind and remember how to cut square. I think it's pretty easy. It's just working with a dull pencil, which isn't good.
I gave you the knife, you silly goose. I set it right in your way.
Oh, I didn't know that was what that was for. Anyway, so dull pencil, you're trying to eyeball how far away it is. So if you look around, this doesn't quite match that. So I don't know, do it again, I guess.
I think Pat would be proud.
Why?
Of your level of commitment to precision. You'd be like, Alyssa, it looks pretty good. And you're like, no, Pat, the lines don't line up. That's all the way around transferred?
Yeah.
That's pretty freaking square,
good.
love.
Okay.
I think if you could cut that straight,
that's good.
You're good.
Okay, so roll with it.
Yeah, I mean, I probably left myself a little more relish, but
well, I did.
You were wanting to practice. Side. You're wanting to practice cut.
Yeah.
If you nail it, I'd take it. Yeah. Although it wouldn't be terrible to cut a little bit of this checking out of the bottom of this.
That's kind of what I thought, but I think I do need a practice cut, so.
Okay.
No time like the present.
Do you guys think that we should watch Alyssa make a really high precision cut from really far away and high up? Or do you think that we should get really close and zoom in to see how she does?
I think they vote the second one.
I think we should zoom in.
Look at me cutting.
Oh man,
I'm trying. I had a hard time at the workshop starting my cuts.
It's been 5 months since we were forced to cut straight with this knife or with this saw.
I remember, yeah, starting's hard.
5 months.
Because you don't want to start over here, because then your line's angled, but trying to get grip on the whole thing's hard. So you kind of got to go a little on this side, a little on that side.
I think.
And then Pat comes along like zunk.
Yeah, Pat's like, he's looking that way over there, and he's like, nyeh, nyeh, nyeh. I think, let me just say something real quick. I think you may have an easier time if you go on the other side of the timber. Because
I think so
you
too,
have no relish.
But there's no room over there.
I say we make room.
Okay.
Nice. Oh, wow. Bam.
Looks pretty dang good.
Alyssa's sawing away over there. I have to share this. We'll do more videos on this stuff in the future, so don't panic if we don't put much detail into this, but this is actually my fourth line. Here's my first line. I had to actually fix that because I was a little out of square, and I had to average the two because that side didn't agree side to side, which I transferred down on this side and this side. I transferred those lines down, and then I squared off this side and transferred this line. And would you look at that? They meet perfectly. Not bad for timbers that were cut on a bandsaw mill and then planed by hand.
For those of you attending our timber frame workshop, it's great to mess up on our frame, not your frame. Wait, did I just say that?
I hope that they hold to the same rigid standards they held to in Maine, which means you're gonna make a minimum of like 4 practice cuts, which means you get to cut here, 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 until you get the thumbs up that says now you can cut on your line. You've demonstrated that you don't suck horribly.
Yep.
Camera probably can't see that. Now you can. Ooh. It's pretty dang square. So 113 and 7/8 right there. Okay, so I need to roll this timber. If you wouldn't mind helping me with that. We better get hustling. We're gonna run out of daylight.
Can you tell me how my cut's looking over there?
Looks good. This is how motivated we are to get these posts up. We're working after the headlight, 30.
Yep.
Well, dark snuck up on us, but we got these 2 timbers cut in the middle, and just this one needs to be cut to length. That guy's already cut to length. Alyssa made a beautiful cut there, and then this one needs to be cut to length tomorrow morning. Long day, tired, camera battery's dead. Had some huge wins today. We got our sawmill figured out. Hopefully Wood-Mizer will kind of help us figure out what we need to do long term. For now, got to get all these wood chips out of here. That way if it rains, we don't get a soggy mess.